So good morning everyone. We are here to start up with the English session, and as usual we are going to start our wonderful session with a beautiful thought which will be presented by Rashi Sharma of 9th A. So Rashi, please present the thought of the day.
Keep smiling, and one day life will get tired of upsetting you, so stay positive and keep smile is all of your need.
Okay, thank you so much Rashi for sharing such a wonderful thought. Again, positive vibes in the morning as I like it, as we like it, the way happiness and positivity all around. Because yes, it actually generally happens. Your smile is one thing which is so much toxic that even when somebody is angry at you and you smile, I'm not talking about laughing angrily or naughtily, but yeah, when you smile, your genuine smile, your positive smile can actually spread a lot of positivity among the people around you. So wonderful thought, Rashi. I like the thought. So let's proceed on with today's session. Yesterday we were talking about the activity. We did one wonderful activity of my childhood. Now we are going to talk about Mr. APJ, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. We talked about he was a former president, and he was actually, he was actually born in Rameshwaram, right? So now we are going to start on with the session. Let me just unmute one person who can read. So Vidhi Mahajan, let's go on with you. Please start from before you read.
Can you think of any scientists who have also been statesmen? APJ Abdul Kalam, whose projects in space, defense, and nuclear technology guided India into the 21st century, became our 11th president in 2002. In his autobiography Wings of Fire, he speaks of his childhood.
Okay, so I already told you yesterday that this chapter, that is my childhood, is being taken. It is an extract from the autobiography of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and the name of the biography is Wings of Fire. Right, everyone? So we are going to start up with this one. Vidhi, please continue reading with the first paragraph.
I was born into a middle-class Tamil family in the island town of Rameshwar in the erstwhile Madras state. My father, Jainaluddin, had neither much formal education nor much wealth. Despite these disadvantages, he possessed great innate wisdom and a true generosity of spirit. He had an ideal helper in my mother. I do not recall the exact number of people she fed every day, but I am quite certain that far more outsiders ate with us than all the members of our own family put together.
Okay, thank you so much, Vidhi. So basically, he started talking about where he was born. He was born in Rameshwaram, right? It is basically in the Madras state. Okay, and he says, my father, whose name was Jainaluddin, he was not too much, rich. He was not very rich. He did not have too much of wealth or something like this. But yes, he had formal, he had that kind of a generous heart, that kindness, that softness, that tenderness, what that generosity was there within him. Okay, so he was not too literate also, because he did not have any formal education as in, but yes, he was very very kind to the people. So they used to feed. Now another helpmate in the sense, in such in such good things, in such good work. His mother was also involved, whose name was Ashi Amma. So now the mother was also involved in feeding a lot of outsiders as well, right? So he's just saying that I cannot remember कि हम लोग अकेले खाना खाते थे या a lot of other people were also involved with us. Okay, so this is the thing he recalls. That means the generosity of his parents basically feeding the other people also. Okay, let me just unmute someone now. Shruti Jain of 9th B, please continue with the second paragraph.
I was one of many children, a short boy with rather undistinguished looks, born to tall and handsome parents. We lived in our ancestral house, which was built in the middle of the 19th century. It was a fairly large pakka house made of limestone and brick. On the Moscow Street in Rameshwara, my austere father used to avoid all in essential comforts and luxuries. However, all necessities were provided for in terms of food, medicines, or clothes. In fact, I would say mine was a very secure childhood, both materially and emotionally.
Okay, thank you so much, Shruti. So when we talk about this one, what does he say? He says that I was one of my many children. That means he had siblings. बहुत सारे kids थे उनके parents के, right? But he says I was rather undistinguished mix. That means I was almost the same like them only. Okay, and he was actually born tall to his handsome parents. That means the parents were also nice. That means looking, they used to look nice. So ancestral house, they used to live in the ancestral house. What is the ancestral house? Ancestral house होता है जो पुराने, जैसे आपके जो ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स होते हैं, ग्रैंड पेरेंट के ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स होते हैं, दैट इज एंसेस्ट्रल, जिसमें कि आपके एंसेस्टर्स रहते थे. ओके, दैट इज एन एंसेस्ट्रल हाउस. तो वो वहां रहते थे एंड इट वाज अ पक्का हाउस. अब if you remember in your small classes, that is second, third or fourth class, we used to talk about kacha house and pakka house, right? So kacha house is made up of all the that timber and all that material, but when we talk about pakka house, it is made by all the bricks and everything jisme hum log rehte hain. That is a pakka house. Okay, so it was made of limestone and brick. So obviously it was in Rameshwaram only. Okay, so he says that my austere father, austere is basically, if you see in the meaning, austere ka matlab hota hai simple, strict and severe. That means even if you can afford all the luxuries or something like this, you are simple enough. You tend to keep your life simple and sorted that way. Okay, so his father was very very austere. That means he was very simple. So they had all the essential things जो भी उनको ज़रूरत का सामान होता है, clothes, food and all the other things, they were there, but they tend to avoid the luxuries. Right. So he says that my childhood was actually very secured. Secured means he was actually very happy in the childhood. That materially means all the things were also provided. The things which can be bought with money, they are material things. And the next one is he was happy emotionally also because he had supportive parents and they were nice also. Okay. So let's go on with unmuting someone for the third one. We'll go on with Bhumi. Bhumi of 9th A, please start with the third paragraph. Lakshita, wait for a time.
The Second World War broke out in 1939 when I was 8 years old. For a reason I have never been able to understand, a sudden demand for tamarind seeds erupted in the market. I used to collect the seeds and sell them to a provision shop on Moscow Street. A day's collection would fetch me the princely sum of 1 anna. My brother-in-law Jalauddin would tell me stories about the war which I would later attempt to trace in the headlines in Dinamnai.
Bhumi,
Our area, being isolated, was complete. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so Bhumi, I'll unmute you once I explain. Okay, so here the person says that he was 8 years old. Okay, when the Second World War started, and it started in 1939, and there was a sudden demand for tamarind seeds. What is tamarind? Tamarind is basically imli. ठीक है, उसको हिंदी में इमली बोलते हैं. So there was a sudden demand of tamarind seeds. Okay, so what he used to do, he used to collect the seeds and then sell it to a provision shop on the mosque street. So उसने क्या काम किया, उन्होंने क्या काम किया, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam ने, he used to go and sell the tamarind seeds to the provision shop. Okay, so a day's collection would fetch me princely sum of 1 anna. So उसको बेचने से, उसको सेल करने से he used to earn 1 anna. अब वहां पे जो करेंसी चलती थी और पहले जो चलती थी वो 1 अन्ना, 1 रुपी वॉज ऑल्सो टू मच. ओके, तो 1 आना मिलता था उनको. ठीक है. सो जो उनके ब्रदर इन लॉ थे जिनका नाम था जलालुद्दीन, वो टेल मी द स्टोरीज अबाउट द वॉर व्हिच आई वुड लेटर अटेम्प्ट टू ट्रेस. दैट मींस समटाइम्स इट हैपेंस दैट समथिंग इज हैपनिंग, सम वॉर इज हैपनिंग, तो कोई ना कोई somebody is discussing it with you. So उनके साथ भी उनके जो ब्रदर इन लॉ थे, he used to discuss all those things and then he used to go back and read the Dinamat. Dinamat is basically the newspaper that time. He used to read the headlines that way. कि war में क्या क्या होता है, what all destruction has been there, who has killed whom, and what is going on right now. Okay, Bhumi, continue please.
Our area, being isolated, was completely unaffected by the war. But soon, India was forced to join the Allied forces and something like a state of emergency was declared. The first casualty came in the form of suspension of the train halt at Rameshwaram station. The newspaper now had to be bundled and thrown out from the moving train on the Rameshwaram road between Rameshwaram and Dhanusukodi. The force by cousin Samusuddin, who disturbed newspaper in the Rameshwaram to look for a helping hand to catch the bundles, and as if naturally I filled the slots. Samsudin helped me earn my first wages half a century later. I can still feel the surge of pride in the earning my own money for the first time.
Okay, thank you so much, Bhumi. So when we talk about the further thing, obviously there was a war going on. A war is going on. So some things will be happening. Some changes will be happening. So the first change that happened was earlier the newspaper in Rameshwaram were coming normally. But क्या हुआ जब this kind of a thing happened कि वहाँ पे ट्रेन जो भी ट्रेन जाएगी वो रामेश्वरम स्टेशन पे नहीं रुकेगी. It will not halt. Halt का मतलब होता है रुकना, right? So that train will not keep a halt at the रामेश्वरम स्टेशन और वो आगे चली जाएगी. तो उससे क्या हुआ, उनके न्यूज़पेपर्स कैसे आएंगे अगर वो हॉल्ट नहीं करेगी तो ट्रेन से जो न्यूज़पेपर्स आ रहे हैं, हाउ डू दे गोइंग टू गेट इट, राइट? सो व्हाट हैपेंड, वो चलती ट्रेन से दे यूज्ड टू थ्रो दी न्यूज़पेपर बंडल्स. सो नाउ फॉर this was the work of his cousin. Samsuddin was his cousin. So now this is one of the question that could come कि who helped him earn his first wages. So Samsuddin जो थे, जो कि he was his cousin, so he helped him. Why he helped him? Because Samsuddin का क्या काम था कि ट्रेन से जब कोई भी न्यूज़पेपर फेंकते थे, so he used to catch them, ठीक है, फिर उसको सेल करते थे. So now obviously अब Samsuddin को obviously help की जरूरत होती थी, because obviously चलती ट्रेन में से they are just throwing out the newspapers. So what happened, Samsuddin called Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and he said that you help me so that we can just grab up the newspaper bundles and then we could sell it and we can earn money. So now this is the first thing that when he actually focuses on, that this was the first time that I was able to earn my own money. That means पहली बार मैंने अपने आप कमा पाया था कुछ. That was my first wages. That means that was given to me. Okay. So let's continue with this one now. Let me give the chance to Lakshita. She's waiting for too much time. Lakshita, start on with the fourth paragraph.
Every child is born with some inherited characteristics into a specific social, economic, and emotional environment and trained in certain ways. By figures of authority, I inherited honesty and self discipline from my father, from my mother. I inherited faith in God, goodness, and keep kindness, and so did my three brothers and sisters.
Lakshita,
I
I'm
had three
stopping here.
close
Let
friends.
me explain it here. So basically what happened, he says that every child is born with some inherited characteristics. ऐसा होता है ना, we tend to have some characteristic of our father, some characteristics of our mother. It happens. Obviously, we are a production of their hard work, if we can say. So obviously, we can inherit some of the characteristics from them. So he says that I also, as a person, I inherited honesty and self-discipline from my father. And from my mother, I inherited goodness and deep kindness. So obviously, जब मेरे मम्मा पापा ऐसे थे, so I was actually inheriting these kind of characteristics from them. Okay. And then what happened? He says that obviously, along with me, my three brothers and one sister, they also inherited the same kind of qualities. Okay. Lakshita, please continue.
I had three close friends in my childhood, Ramanada Sastri, Arvindan, and Siva Prakasan. All these boys were from Orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. As children, none of us ever felt any difference amongst ourselves because of our religious differences and upbringing. In fact, Ramanda Sastri was the son of Pakshi Lakshman Sastri, the high priest of the Rameshwaram temple. Later, he took over the priesthood of the
Priesthood.
Rameshwaram temple from his priesthood.
Continue, beta, continue. Lakshmi, what happened?
Father Arvind then went into the business of arranging transport for visiting pilgrims, and Sivaprasan became a catering contractor for the Southern Railways.
Okay, thank you, Lakshita. So basically what happened, he says that obviously in childhood, everybody has childhood friends. So there were three boys who were his friends, and they were basically from Hindu Brahmin families. That means obviously everybody knows that Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was a Muslim. Okay, so when it comes to his friends, they were basically three orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. They belong to Hindu families. Okay, and the name we have already studied, the name were basically Arvindan, Shiva Prakashan, and Ramadan Sastri. Okay, so these were his best friends. But even though there were religious differences, that they were Hindu and Muslim, there was no difference in their upbringing or their friendship or something like this. They were all happy and good. So when we talk about first Ramananda Shastri, so Ramananda Shastri was basically the son of Pakshi Lakshmana Shastri. So he was the highest priest. High priest मतलब priest कौन होता है? पंडित. So सबसे ज्यादा जो हाई प्रीस्ट का मतलब क्या होगा? सबसे बड़े पंडित जो होते हैं मंदिर के. अब कौन से मंदिर की बात हो रही है? इट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट द रामेश्वरम टेम्पल. तो वहां के सबसे ज्यादा हाई प्रीस्ट थे, उनका बेटा था रामानंद शास्त्री, राइट. और उसने बाद में क्या किया, जब वो बड़ा हुआ तो लेटर ही टुक ओवर द प्रीस्टहुड ऑफ रामेश्वरम टेम्पल. ऑब्वियसली उसके फादर जब हाईएस्ट प्रीस्ट थे, तो जब उसके बाद he also became the priest in that temple only. And when we talk about Arvindan went into a business of arranging transport for visiting pilgrims. Visiting pilgrims मतलब जैसे बोलते हैं ना तीर्थ यात्रा पे जा रहे हैं लोग. Usually you must have seen people talking about this. तो pilgrims जाने का मतलब किसी temple पे जाने का, किसी sacred place, किसी holy place पे जाने का. So वहाँ पे buses का जो transport system होता है, वो देखता था Arvindan, right? और जो शिवा प्रकाशन था, he became a catering contractor for the Southern Railways. Catering contractor कौन होता है? Catering basically food. फूड का मतलब होता है केटरिंग, ठीक है. तो केटरिंग का मतलब जैसे सदर्न रेलवेज जो होती है, रेलवे में जैसे हम जाते हैं ट्रेन में, सो वहाँ पे खाना मिलता है, सो दैट इज केटरिंग, ठीक है. तो वो ये काम करता था. शिवा प्रकाशन वाज यूज्ड टू प्रोवाइड फूड इन दी रेलवेज. ओके, चलो टिल हियर आई एम जस्ट स्टॉपिंग till fourth paragraph. Just go through it. I'll just rewind this. इसको just try to read it. I'll take a break of approximately 30 seconds. Just go through it. और कोई doubt आ रहा है, so just ask me. Okay. Each and every student needs to reply, please. I'll wait for your answers. Till here, is it clear or not? Any doubts? Anything you want to ask? Okay, so I'm getting no doubts, ma'am. Please proceed. Okay. Ansh, it's not proceed, it's please proceed. Okay, no doubts, no doubts. Okay, fine. So I think no doubts, everything is clear. So let's proceed on with, let's go on with the fifth paragraph, and I am going to unmute Vansh. Vansh, go on with reading the fifth paragraph. Vansh, you have not unmuted yourself. Still not audible, beta. I think some technical issue is there. We are not able to hear you. Let me give a chance to someone else. I think some technical issues are there. We are not able to hear Vansh. So let's go on with the Let me just unmute someone. New face today. Shrishti of 9th B. Shrishti, please continue reading. Oh, I think I just unmuted Haripriya if I'm not wrong. Shrishti of 9B, please start reading from the 5th paragraph.
During the annual Shri Sita Ramayan Kalyanam ceremony, our family used to arrange boats with a special platform of carrying idols of the Lord from the temple to the marriage site. And situation is the middle of the pond called Rama Tritha, which was near our house. Events from Ramayana and from the life of the prophet were the bedtime stories. My mother and grandmother would the children in our family.
Okay, thank you.
Would tell the children.
So when we talk about this one, what does it say? In the 5th paragraph, it says that there was a Shri Sita Rama Kalyanam ceremony. अब कल्याणम बेसिकली क्या होता है? मैरिज बोलते हैं. कल्याणम उधर मद्रास में कल्याणम इज बेसिकली मैरिज. ओके, सो वो क्या करते थे? सीता और राम जी की ना मैरिज करा देते. देयर इज वन डे वेयर यू डू दिस. ओके, सो देयर इज अ मैरिज ऑफ राम एंड सीता. ओके, एंड व्हाट डिड दे यूज्ड टू डू? दे यूज्ड टू अरेंज द बोट्स. वो बोट्स अरेंज करते थे, वो सारा प्लेटफॉर्म करते थे. आइडल्स, इफ यू कैन सी, सीता और राम जी के जो मूर्ति होती है, द आइडल्स, दे यूज्ड टू कैरी दोज आइडल्स. ओके, एंड वो क्या करते थे? वो कहाँ पे जाते थे? दे यूज्ड टू गो टू राम तीर्थ विच वाज नियर आवर हाउस. तो वहाँ पे एक राम तीर्थ के नाम से कोई जगह होगी. दे यूज्ड टू गो इन देयर एंड दे यूज्ड टू सेलिब्रेट इट. तो अगर हम बात करें दीज इवेंट्स ऑफ ऑफ द कल्याणम एंड ऑल दीज ऑफ द लाइफ ऑफ राम जी एंड सीता जी, वो बेसिकली द बेड टाइम स्टोरीज फॉर देम. So basically क्या होता है? Obviously it happens. Why do people say read Mahabharat या read Ramayana? They say this because we could learn a lot of things out of this. Okay, we can learn a lot of life lessons out of that. So he is again saying that in our family, my mother and grandmother told the children of our family about those incidences that Ramji was sent on for 14 years and then he came back and he killed Ravan and all these. So all these things were basically a kind of bedtime stories for them, so that they could learn and they could inspire from them. And yes, Ansh, absolutely right, they contain life rules. Okay, so that is again good for them, good for their life, a good upbringing, you can say. Okay, so class, we stop in here with the 5th paragraph. Tomorrow we are going to start on with the 6th. So now I'm just stopping up the screen. Let me just open up. And as I told, so thank you everyone. We are going to meet up tomorrow. Thank you.